Welcome back, Atlanta and the world, for the second hour of Veterans Today Talk Radio. This is Anthony C. Aiken,
Herman Anderson,
and Gustavo Juli1.
And during the first hour, we had some great conversations in regards to what's going on the national news throughout the country every day. And that's dealing with the 800,000 plus individuals who are not working, furloughed, because of the government shutdown. This has affected many lives. And we have a lot of empathy for them. And we hope that our leaders on both sides of the aisle, working with the person at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, would come together for the common good of people and end this partial government shutdown.
That is true. And as we were going to break, we just were discussing that we're here to empower the community, to help veterans, provide you all the information that we can. And one way of doing that is having our veterans empowered. And we were talking about discharges, and as I look through my notes, there are some veterans that has less than honorable discharges. And there's a bulletin that came out last year in November, Veteran Benefit Delivery Discharge Program Improved for Veterans. So it's a benefit discharge program to make it better to apply to improve your discharge. And the way to get more information about that is go to www.benefit.va.gov pre-discharge claim. And there are information there for veterans that has less than an honorable discharge. And what this bulletin is telling me, I haven't really looked into the program, is the process that exists now has been improved and more veteran friendly. So I advise you to check it out.
Anything that can be veteran friendly, I'm for.
Me too.
Because dealing with the VA, as we know, is an unbelievable maze of paperwork, delays, and all kinds of things. You know, we've known the veterans to wait 10 years to get a decision. We've also known of cases where veterans' files that were submitted for review were either lost, put in boxes and placed in corners and closets, and never worked on. We all can go back to when President Obama found out about the case going on in the Phoenix VA system. That just started a tumbleweed effect of trying to correct problems. We've stated on the show many times, and we'll say it again. For those people working at the VA and in areas where they're going to help veterans, remember, you work for the veterans' benefit. That's the purpose of your job.
Yep.
Is to help those that served. All gave some gave all.
Some gave all.
And for those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for the freedom that we enjoy every day, we need to salute them and do the very best for their families. No excuses. Do your job. That's all we can say. Do your job.
Just do your job. You know, Dwight D. Eisenhower said, leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because they want to do it.
That is great.
Not only
something done that you want done because they want to do it. That is leadership. But also, in order for you to get someone else to do what you want them to do, you need to pay them. You cannot have the government shut down and expect people to be doing what you want them to do just because they want to do it. They will not want to do it unless they get paid. We need to open the government up so they can support their families and they can, do their thing while they're doing the thing that you want them to do.
This, I just had this thought. This is about the third government shutdown fiasco in a year.
And it's a fiasco.
Remember last
It's
year,
a fiasco.
Remember last year there were two threats of government shutdown. One ended just that Friday, didn't get it done.
Didn't get too far.
So that ended, and then they followed up with another one, and that lasted a couple of days.
Yep.
Now we're in the day 35 for the third one.
For the third
Trifecta.
fiasco.
Man.
That's what it is.
A fiasco.
I tell you.
And every day the talking heads, and they're driving me crazy. These talking heads with all their theories. The bottom line theory is aisles on the left, aisle on the right, and the guy at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue getting together and getting it done. Don't be fooled. Now, we got another okie doke coming on. The other okie doke is, well, I'm not getting my wall. No, let's back up. Mexico not paying for the wall. That's off the table. Number two, let's get Congress to pay for the wall, but let's change it now. It's not the wall. Let's call it another name. Let's change it to something else, okay?
To like flat stills or something else.
Yeah, let's get that done. And then, if I'm not going to get my way, I don't care what kind of idea you're going to come up with, I am going to shut you down until I get my way.
Somebody need to go up there and say,
no, don't do that.
Lead me, follow me, or get the hell out of my way.
See, he's going into that operator mode. Your military days over. Come on.
Let's go to the patent days.
Yes.
Lead me, follow me, or get the hell out of my way.
Yeah, man.
But don't be closing the government down.
No, man.
If you cannot lead, let somebody else do it.
No, man, don't shut the government down.
Let somebody else do it. Or get the hell out of the way. That's all there is to it.
It's really crazy, man. And we feel for your family members out there and around the country that's affected by this unfortunate act of a partial government shutdown. It affected the IRS, the Coast Guard, TSA.
Everybody, man.
A lot of different agencies, man.
Well, it's like someone was saying, if you out in the ocean and if you're going down, don't take everybody else down with you. Just get out of the way.
Yeah.
No.
Patton said, no good decision is ever made on a swivel chair. You got to be down in the trenches in order to make the right decisions. But since you are way up there and you don't know what hunger is like, you cannot make a good decision because you don't know what going hungry for a couple of days feels like.
And since you mentioned that, I got a notice last week. The census is 2020, and the Census Bureau are hiring people, and the pay is anywhere from $12 to $27 per week, and they're hiring people starting at this time, and it will be, you can do it temporarily or you can do it full time.
But it might be shut down too.
Well, who knows? But if you're interested, here's the number to call: 202-412-8969, and the person is Khadijah Black. And again, the number is 202-412-8969.
Right now is the time for us veterans and individuals to rally behind each other and give each other support. This furlough was not caused by individuals.
Nope.
This was caused by our leadership.
An individual.
But if you can help a family out, churches, fraternal organizations, sorority organizations, if you can help out, please help out. I know at our church, Ben Hill, we've asked our members to increase their giving to our food bank, that individuals can come in and get food. They still have to eat. They have children. elderly people, all being affected by this. So let's help out each other. Let's become a cohort community where no one fails. If you know of someone in your community, in your block, on your block, that needs help, do the Michael Jackson, man or lady in the mirror. You can't lie to yourself. What can I do to help my fellow man and my fellow neighbor? That's what life's about. Our time on this earth is short. 55 years. I went to a homegoing ceremony the 4th of January for an individual. There are 2 homegoing ceremonies on the same day. 11 o'clock for a 44-year-old male and 1 o'clock for a 29-day-old baby. You never know your day or time.
That's right.
That's right.
So, do the very best with the time that you have. Speak well to each other. You know, there's PTSD with the tongue. Words hurt. Speak right to your fellow man or woman. Be nice, be kind. It's too hard to be ugly and difficult.
It takes too much energy.
Takes too much energy.
Exactly.
But just to say hello, how you doing? How can I help you? Have a great day. No, have an absolutely fantastic day. That's what life's about. That's what life's about. So from this group of 3 amigos, we love each other dearly. And we're saying to you, love each other out there. Support each other every day. Because you never know if you're going to be around tomorrow.
And when he mentioned PTSD, we have some numbers that we normally give out over the air. So I'm going to give you some of those now. And we'll start with the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. The VA is putting some more emphasis on that. They are holding seminars and they are training some people to have suicide prevention seminars. But the number, at this time, the number to call is 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. And this is the same as the crisis line, the veteran crisis line, 1-800-273-8255. And you can chat or text on the crisis line at 838255. 838255. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. 1-800-799-7233. The National Sexual Assault Hotline is 1-800-656-4673. 1-800-656-4673. The National Child Abuse Hotline is 1-800-422-4453. That's 1-800-422-4453. And the Homeless Hotline is 1-877-424-3838. That's 1-877-424-3838.
Herman, that's absolutely great information. Because we need to be able to provide our listeners around the world with good, factual, up-to-date information that they can help someone in need. Someone that may be contemplating suicide. Someone that you know has that invisible PTSD. Those things are real.
It is real.
It's very real. And whatever we can, we're just inundated every day about the president making announcements and somebody's going to be talking about this or talking about that, and the stress level goes higher and higher and higher and higher.
Well, that's a good point. In the situation we're in today, with people being out of work, and the stress level for individuals, the stress level for families goes higher and higher every day.
And the thing is that we should put it this way: being employed and out of work, because they are employed.
Yeah, that's a high level of stress.
You know,
I mean, when you
being employed and out of work.
when you listen to some of the workers on TV, that is pointing out you're employed by the government, which you would think is a stable organization, and now you've been out of work for 2 weeks and haven't received a paycheck.
You know,
Well, there have been 2 pay periods they've missed.
yeah.
2.
Colin Powell says that perpetual optimism is a force multiplier, but it's a force multiplier when you're getting paid. If you're not getting paid, you cannot be perpetually optimistic. And if in order for us to reduce the stress, it's not just it just doesn't work by putting a good face to bad times, you know. Sometimes it works, but when you have real situations where your kids are not eating, when you don't have the rent, when you know it looks clear to you that if you don't pay your landlord by the 1st, he's going to try to evict you. You know, it's stressful, and that kind of stress, by me talking to you, doesn't go away. What goes away is social justice. What is social justice? You getting paid because you did not go to work, not because you didn't want to go to work, but because they shut the government down.
Well, I just got a little tweet in that the president is about to make an announcement shortly.
He's always making announcements.
You know, so you can, if you're home or somewhere, find out if you can get close to a tube and see what's happening with.
Hopefully, what he's going to say is that the government shutdown is over.
Nah,
You know, that's what we hope. But he may use that just to say that, oh, the Democrats are doing this and the Democrats are doing that, when he has the solution to the problem in his hands. You know, this is not social justice. Social justice is that if you are employed by the United States government or any government whatsoever, you know, and you are willing and able to go to work, you should, number 1, be able to go to work, and number 2, get paid for whatever you're doing.
so true. You cannot take anything for granted today. Nothing at all. You have to make sure that you do whatever you can to support yourself and your family. That's your number 1 priority.
That is
And
right.
sometimes you may have to humble yourself and do things that you didn't think you would ever do. I know that there are a lot of government workers that were trying to get into the school system to be substitute teachers, or going around doing odd jobs, whatever. Now they got a job, but they don't have a job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In that, I saw the news this morning. Some TSA workers are actually taking other jobs and calling in sick and not going to their TSA job. And if this continues, it's going to just get worse.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, why would you go to work for a job that's not going to pay you when you can go work for a job that is going to pay you?
You know, when you can Uber or Lyft or whatever and get paid. I mean, I don't blame them.
Do what you got to do.
You got to support your family.
You got to support your family.
You know?
You know, this country, these United States of America, you can't do anything in these United States of America without dinero.
The richest country in the world.
You got to have money.
You got it.
The
If you
richest
don't have
country in
any
the
money,
world,
you
and
get
people are dying.
You are jacked up. I hate to be so crude on it.
Yeah.
But you don't have any money, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not going to get paid, man. Anything like that, man. You know, you're just not going to have funds to do anything to support what you need to do, and that's your family.
You know, it is shameful. It is shameful, pitiful, it's sad that people that have a job, people that actually go to work for the government because the government represents security, that they're going to get paid every month or every 15 days, but they're not.
They're not in. You mentioned earlier leaders and leadership, and that's one reason they're not because of the leaders that we have in government at the national level in this situation. Congress and the president are not leading.
They're not.
No,
But
not by example.
they're not leading, and they're not, taking the advice of Patton. They're not leading, following, or getting the hell out of the way.
That is true.
They're just there. They're just in the way of others that would like to fix the problem and can probably fix the problem, but they cannot because they're not senior enough within the government to be able to make those deals.
And you are listening to WCEG Network on WCEGTalkRadio.com, our worldwide community empowerment group. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and call in and join the conversation at 678-619-1402. And another thing that's one of my key items is the Agent Orange database.
Yes, sir.
The quarterly newsletter for 2018 just came out, and what it says is Vietnam veterans may be eligible for disability compensation because of exposure to Agent Orange. This article highlights the eligibility criteria, and in order for a veteran who served in Vietnam to qualify disability compensation benefit, presumption based on Agent Orange and its proof of service that you were in the Vietnam footprint in Vietnam, which include Thailand and so forth, and it lists at least 15 or 14 different situations, and I'm not going to read all of those.
Mm-hmm.
Hodgkin disease, prostate cancer,
Yes.
Heart disease,
Yes.
and Parkinson's disease, and so forth. What I am going to do is the website is https://benefits.va.gov/compensation. You can go there, and here are two telephone numbers you can call. The first one is 1-877-222-8387, and the other one is the 1-800-827-1000 and punch 0 and tell the operator you would like to get in the Agent Orange database. And just some numbers as of April 2018, there were 690,302 exams, 81,926 follow-up exams. So the total number of people in the database is 772,228.
Good information.
And that's not all Vietnam veterans that qualify.
Yeah, good information, man, because you know veterans out there, veterans that served in Vietnam. Pass the word on.
Exactly.
Please pass the word on and let them know that you heard that good factual information on WCEG Talk Radio Network. And we're trying to do everything to give you up-to-date and factual information to help others.
And when they ask you where you heard that, you tell them, I heard it on the grapevine.
The WCEG Talk Radio Network Veterans
That's
Today
right.
Grapevine.
That's right.
We need you to do that.
The three amigo.
Yeah.
Keep passing it on.
Passing it on. And one other thing, too, so we're talking about benefits and all that which we stated during the first hour that starting 19th of February of this year, 2019, that the VA Veterans Benefits Appeal process will see dramatic changes. And those changes will go into effect on the 19th of February. And there are three things that you can do. While you're waiting on your claim, you can put in a supplemental claim that can help you with that particular process. Two, you can request a senior claims adjudicator, someone that would take a close look at what you're going through and see if they can help you out with a faster result. And the last one is you can appeal directly to the Board of Veteran Appeals. So starting on the 19th of February of 2019, these changes into the VA appeal process, the VA benefit process will go into effect.
And one other item on claims is in October, the VA came out with something called a decision ready claim. And this is what steps you need to have a decision ready claim is one, as my friend Dottie told you last week, is to work with an accredited veteran service organization, have a veteran service officer, gather all relevant information required to support your claim, such as military service record and medical exam. Attend a VA claim exam if necessary, and submit your claim. If you do those things, it should qualify your claim as a decision-ready claim, and you may be able to get a decision within 30 days, which is a whole lot better than waiting 3 years.
Oh, listen, there's something that just came in, breaking news that Trump and Congress reached a deal to fund government for 3 weeks without the border wall money.
There we go.
Newsflash.
I guess somebody was listening to Veterans Today.
Breaking news.
EGTalkRadio.com.
President Trump and Congress reached a deal to fund government for 3 weeks without border wall money.
There we go.
They heard it here.
There we go. Hey,
Veterans Today Talk Radio.
I guess they listened to what we were saying.
Pass the word on.
Pass it on.
Now these folks can get some back pay, get some relief.
Some money to be able to
God
do
is good.
what you need to do.
Woo, I'm so
God is
happy
great.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 weeks. And as
3 weeks, but the thing, the whole thing of that is that they're going to get paid today or tomorrow. That's the good thing about it. That they're going to get paid, and then they're going to start talking about whatever that they're going to talk about. But these people are going to get paid.
This is to give Trump an opportunity to figure out
how to weasel out of this.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
It's going to say President Trump will announce today that he reached a deal with the congressional leaders to fund the government for 3 weeks and end the longest U.S. funding lapse ever. It is unclear if the agreement, which the president was set to announce this afternoon, includes money for the proposed wall. Well, we know it does not now.
We know it doesn't.
So the mark of the 35th day of the closure comes to the senators and both parties pushing Trump to temporarily fund the government while they try to strike a wider immigration deal.
Yep.
They floated a 3-week continuing resolution to reopen 9 unfunded U.S. departments. So those 800,000 people will get some money.
Yep.
They'll get some money.
They will get some money. Thanks.
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is great news.
God bless America. I tell you
I'm
what.
telling you, that's good news.
I hope that they come up with some way to prevent shutdowns from now on, to make it illegal. To make it illegal to shut the government down.
So if you're close at home and you got a radio or a TV or internet or your cell phones, go out there and find out, get some more details and spread the word that those 800,000 people getting some temporary relief for 3 weeks.
See if you can find out when you're going to get paid.
Now, they can't use all the money to fund the Super Bowl parties that we're playing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at least now they can take care of their families.
At least
Yeah, and
we'll be able to,
I'm sure the people at Atlanta Airport and the city of Atlanta
Oh, yeah.
is happy.
Woo!
yeah, they're happy.
I mean, the air traffic controllers now can go back to work.
Yeah, they can go back to work
IRS
without-
people can go back to
with
work.
less stress.
TSA people can go back to work. Coast Guard people can get paid.
Can get paid.
You know what I
Because
mean?
They have been working.
Yeah,
A lot of people been working.
The Coast Guard, they have been working without pay because they don't have a choice of calling sick.
No.
You know, they
Not
have
like
to
a
go
lot
to
of the
work
other
every
folks were
single
calling
day.
in sick. The TSAs and all the others were calling in saying, nah, I'm not coming in today because they're finding other jobs.
Yep, jumping on that cold water
Yeah.
for somebody else that is stranded.
You know,
for
taking care of their families,
for
man.
no pay.
Yeah. So
But today they're getting paid.
today,
Yes, sir.
today,
Those
great,
checks,
great,
those
great
checks
news.
start printing today.
Woo! What a blessing.
That is a blessing.
that is a blessing.
Man, I am so elated right now. Man, that's a good feeling.
I am happy for them because I've been there. I've been in a situation where you don't have money and you know that the bills are coming. You don't know where the money's coming from. You know, and but someone says that God says that you know, He doesn't give you anything that your shoulders cannot, you know, handle. But it is stressful.
That's why we talked about uplifting each other.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
That's why
it's
we
stressful.
talked earlier about, you know, informing and supporting and all of those kinds of things. You know, so it's great. It's great. It's great information that the president right now, temporarily, for a 3-week period, the government will reopen to help individuals.
Yep.
That's just awesome news.
Yep.
So you're listening to WCEG Talk Radio Network, Veterans Today Talk Radio, Anthony C. Aiken.
Herman Anderson.
And Gustavo Julio.
And I tell you what, folks, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and call in and or Skype us at 678-619-1402 and be a part of the conversation and ask questions or just simply make a comment.
And we just got information that the president has not went on network television yet, but he's scheduled to go on to confirm this.
Good.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But the word that we got on the news flash that this is going to happen. So let's see what goes on here. And I'm sure tonight the talking heads will be crazy.
To give them something to talk about.
Oh, my gosh.
They'll be going off.
There'll be another speculation on what's going on for the next 3 weeks.
Well, but at least they're getting paid. I really don't care much about what else is going on. I just care that people are getting paid, and they will be able to at least pay their rent, pay their mortgage, pay their cars, their insurance companies, pay everything that they need to pay, and support their families. You know,
Yeah, just watching
relieve some stress.
watching the news over the last few weeks since the shutdown has been in effect. There are a lot of families out there, single parent families that are taking care of their family members by working 2 jobs, so forth and so on, and this really increased the stress level for them. So I know they are relieved.
Well,
You know, people will be able to get their snaps, you know, their snap checks. So that means that at least some of that stress is going to be relieved, you know. Some of the stress that they're carrying right now is going to be released. And 3 weeks from now, we'll deal with whatever comes. But right now, they're getting paid.
good news.
That is good news.
Good news, man. Good news. And, you know, next month is going to be a busy month for us, too, because we're coming into, which should be every month, it's Black History Month.
Yeah.
That is true.
And I know we have several guests lined up to talk a little bit about their careers. We talked about on the last hour of bringing in a gentleman who works at a local mortuary service that's going to be providing us great information of importance for veterans for when that eventual day comes and they need to have access to their DD Form 214 and what that all entails. But we're going to be saluting those that have served honorably for us to remain free.
Yep.
Let me throw out an issue that I got asked about, and that is military appreciation month is not until May.
Correct.
But I got a call about why is it important. So I have a lot of information on it, but give me your thought on it.
I'll tell you what, Military Appreciation Month it encompasses quite a bit. Not only we're talking about the military, but we're also talking about saluting to the spouses that support the military. You know, and there's going to be a spouse day during Military Appreciation Month in May. And there are all kinds of activities around the country. I know over at Ben Hill, where the Veteran Ministry is extremely involved with all kinds of events, but they salute veterans during that month. They do all kinds of special things for them, help them get online with their e-benefits, help them get online with their My Healthy Vet, give out information in regards to the benefits and compensation process, talk to them a little bit about the importance of getting into the Agent Orange registry. There's so many things that you can do at your local churches, local schools, whatever. But Military Appreciation Month will salute spouses, salute the family, and also salute the veteran him or herself.
That is true, and it's good that this is a national magazine that called me, so it's good that they're looking at it.
Absolutely, that's great news, Herman. And I know you're doing a lot of great things with your nonprofit veterans, Vietnam veterans.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. And our friend Reverend McGee has from what he told me, has got the Atlanta City Council to commit to his Vietnam Memorial.
Correct. Yes.
He wants to put together, so he'll be on our show shortly talking about that.
As a matter of fact, he presented to the Commission on Veteran Affairs, which I'm a member of for the city of Atlanta, and he talked about this, which you just mentioned, and we endorsed it. And he has the support of the now the Atlanta City Council and the city of Atlanta to move forward. Because, you know, Vietnam was 50 plus years ago, but guess what? It's just like it was yesterday with a lot of veterans.
Yep.
They're still lingering with the effects of that war. One that we did not win. One that was not popular.
Yep.
And more than almost 60,000 lives lost.
Well, and one other thing, we are running out of time, but the situation with the young men in D.C. last weekend.
Yes.
That guy is a Vietnam veteran.
Yes, absolutely.
So we are at a stage in our lives, like say after 50 years, that it's our generation of Vietnam veterans are in situations that come up all the time.
Exactly right. And I'm glad you brought up the situations, because during next month, we're going to have a representative to come in and talk about veterans courts.
Yeah.
Veterans courts, and the importance of you understanding that court system is available for veterans to help them to eliminate some problems that they may have.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me congratulate Chief Magistrate Judge 1 of Dallas and Clayton County. They had their first veteran court last week, and my organization is put up the flag, so we're one of the sponsors. So Clayton County now has a veteran court.
That's awesome. So we're going to have a representative to come on and talk about veterans courts and the importance of having it. And then Herman talked about the last hour about an individual that may have less than an honorable discharge and that process of trying to help them out. So again, everything you hear on this show is about uplifting, sharing of good news and information, empowering the community. And we want to give a shout out and a salute to our CEO, Madam Kahuna, Ms. Rogers, for giving us, the go forth to provide the information to you. This is something that we enjoy because we're all veterans. And all we want to do is help and support. So, Ms. Rogers, we salute you. Drum roll to the kahuna.
We also want to congratulate our producer.
Yep.
He's here every week.
Couldn't do it without him.
Dealing with us. So
and he
chilling.
And he brings in some good smelling food too, man. I tell you.
He's chilling. I tell you, man. He got me hungry.
He can cook.
Yeah, he got me hungry.
You walk into the studio and they say, "What's that?" Something good.
He got me hungry, boy.
Yeah, man. So we just want to say thank you. And guys, I look forward to every week.
I look forward every week to come over here.
Every
spend
week.
some time with you guys.
And we look forward to empowering the community.
And again, if you feel that you can support us, we're a 501c3 nonprofit community radio station. Please consider making a tax-deductible donation to help support our broadcast. And you can go to our website or call Ms. Rogers at the office at 404-490-8646. And we're going to thank you in advance for your donation. In addition to that, every night, every day, there's another host and another show as part of the WCEG network.
There are different shows every
Please tune in. Please tune in.
That's what I was going to say. We are the best, but there are shows every day in all this network. So
You know what?
Please join in and take your choice.
Remember, any money that you give
Any money.
is used for the production of all these programs. No money comes to us individually. We do this for free.
We have religious shows. We have empowerment shows.
We have counseling shows. We
Everything.
got political shows. We got all kinds of shows. We have young guys doing what they do and talking about their point of view of society and stuff like that. So please help us out so we can help other people out.
That is true. And this has been a great show this Friday. And time has creeped up on us. So with that, we are bringing the show to a conclusion and have a good weekend.
Go check us out on Facebook. See all the past shows of not only Veterans Today Talk Radio, but other shows too. So see you next week.
Remember, Dwight D. Eisenhower said, only our individual faith in freedom can keep us free. So keep trucking on. Now that you're going to have your checks again, and we are grateful because you're getting your paychecks. So let's keep working and let's keep going on.
So let's close with what Patton say. What did Patton say?
Patton say, lead. Let me lead or get out of the way.
Lead, follow,
Get out of the way.
Well, we're going to get out of the way right now.
We are about to get out of the way.
We had a great fun, so we're going to get out of the way. That's great.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.